Okay, let's continue our face-off and do a little comparison between Samsung's TouchWiz 4.0 UI overlay versus Motorola's Moto Blur UI overlay. And we'll start out with the Galaxy S2. And it runs Android 2.3 Gingerbread. It's going to give you 7 different panels that you can customize with Samsung or Android widgets, application shortcuts, bookmarks, folders, or contact information. And take a look at some of the widgets. There's a time widget, weather widget, and again, some of these you can size holding down and letting go. We'll let you know if you can size it. You can see that we can enlarge this and have a larger weather widget, easy for me to say, showing weather for all the days to come. Not all the days to come, the next 5 days, excuse me. This is the AP News Weather News widget, and again, this is, you can size this as well, as you can see here. So that's also sizable. These are what used to be buddies now. They're just individual widgets. Tapping on one will give you a phone call, video call, email, text, or address book, all the information. So those are pretty slick. You've got new bookmark folders here, and these again are sizable as well. They can be half that size.
3 o'clock p.m.
This is the agenda widget, which you can see obviously ties into Facebook. This is the month widget. Dual clock. This is the today widget for the specific day of the week for your calendar. Mini paper or yellow pad, which you can see there. And then your power bar widget, and again it's got 2 different pages to it, as you can see there. Stock market widget. I don't know if we need to actually see it load, but there you go. This is the task widget, active applications, and you can see it shows I've got 3 applications running now. It's only showing 2, but it is an actual task manager, so you can go to it and close everything. Shows you the different apps you've downloaded, shows the amount of RAM available, and you can clear memory if you'd like. 24 applications closed in the background, and it shows you the overall storage situation of the phone itself. So that's a pretty handy little gizmo. This is voice command, voice talk, and driving mode. This is the email widget, which does not tie into Gmail. You have to set it up. This is the daily or days widget, which is sort of a diary, I guess you'd call it. So there's a look at the majority of the Samsung widgets. I don't think I missed too many. One thing you can do, if you notice the dots here for each panel, you can tap on it to move from panel to panel. Simply hold down on it and use your finger to slide through that way as well. All right, on the Atrix 4G, you've got Android 2.2 Froyo, but again you have 7 different panels that you can customize. This time it's going to be with Moto Blur or Android widgets, application shortcuts, bookmarks, folders, or contact information. This is their picture frame widget. There's a picture frame widget on the Galaxy S2 that looks exactly the same. This is their yellow pad sticky note, which is very handy. This is their Buddies Now or contact widget. You can tap on it to go directly to the contact. If you'd like, you can tap on the phone or add something for a text message to move quickly to it, which is handy. This is their power bar widget. Calendar widget, and again their widgets, the majority of them can be resized as well, as you can see there. Music player widget, which is Android. This is the clock and date. This is the weather widget. This ties into Facebook, Twitter, as well as MySpace. This is the SMS notification widget, RSS feed widget. This is their gallery widget, which has a direct link to the camera as well as the gallery, or you can set up a little picture show there, and this is a status widget for Facebook. As far as moving between the different panels, you'll notice down here at the bottom when I slide that I have these dots that open up. I can tap on any of those to move between the panels quickly, as you can see there. All right, let's talk about the home key. Both of the phones have that look where you can look an overview of all 7 of the panels, as you can see there. They operate a little bit differently. You can tap on any one to go directly to it, as you can see there. Pushing down on the home key from the home screen will open that view up on the Atrix 4G, but only from the home screen. Once you're at the home screen and you tap on one, the only way to move back, again, is through the dots down here at the bottom. There is no pinch as there is on the Galaxy S2. So I can continue to pinch and move between panels. Alright, Let's look at the holding down on the home key on both will open up the task managers or recent application. On the Atrix 4G, you're going to get the last 8 apps you had open. Again, tapping on any one will take you directly to it. Works real well. On the Galaxy S2, you're going to only get 6, but you have an actual task manager. You don't actually have to go download it, and we took a look at this briefly earlier, so that's pretty handy. So a little difference there. I've got a new email just showed up. Since we're talking about that, why don't we take a look at the notification bars. There we go. And the advantage on the Galaxy S2, if you like it, if you've got some connectivity manager shortcuts up here at the top, one for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, sound, and auto rotation, then you have your notifications below. Motorola's basic straight ahead notification system that you typically see on Android devices. Let's look at the main menus on both, because they are a little bit different. Galaxy S2, they're going to move right to left and left to right. And it doesn't end, which is nice. What it doesn't do is put things alphabetically, which kind of bothers me, but can't have everything. And then this is the Atrix 4G, which scrolls vertically. As far as customization, not really much you can do on the Atrix 4G. If we go in here into edit, you can move icons around, you can add a new page, you can add a folder. In the folder, you can drag the folder, just simply drag the applications you want into the folder, then title it and set it up, which is pretty slick. You can change the 4 application shortcuts at the bottom if you'd like. So there's definitely some flexibility there. As far as view, you have a list view as well, which is alphabetical. And your grid view, and you can share apps from here as well, which is a pretty handy little shortcut to have as well. And what else did I want to talk about on these two? I think that's it. That's a quick look at the differences in the Samsung TouchWiz 4.0 UI versus Motorola's Moto Blur UI. What do you say we take a look at the messaging applications in both of our contestants? And I guess we'll start with the Samsung Galaxy S2 since I have it open. Hold down on the editor and find out what we have as far as input methods, and you can see we have the Samsung keypad as well as swipe. We'll start with the Samsung keypad since we're here. Speech to text lower left, your settings lower right, numbers long press, symbols have to be accessed in the lower left hand corner as you can see there. And text prediction worked very well except for call. We got Cake John and Tuesday. For our meeting on Wednesday. No problem there. Take a look at it in landscape as well. There you go. That's a nice size keyboard, big keys. No issues whatsoever. Let's take a look at our other option here, which is swipe. There's your swipe keypad, and again you've got speech to text, but it's moved over to the lower right next to the enter key. You've got language key right here, symbols and numbers, and again you have symbols and numbers long press anyway, which is nice. Smiley faces I believe are accessed through the main menu key, which you can see there. I think you get pictures. Yep, you get pictures, which is nice. So I will try a little bit of swipe in landscape. Excuse me, a portrait, and don't expect much, folks. Call John on Tuesday. Well, as you can see, I'm not very good with swipe, but bottom line is you get swipe and the Samsung keypad. As far as attachments, available attachments, got a pretty good selection. You've got a direct link to the camera for both photos and videos. You've got a direct link to audio, which is nice, so you can record. You've got location, contacts, calendar, memo, and tasks. You've got a very complete list of attachments. All right, let's go into the Atrix 4G. Set up a new message. And let's go into the editor here and see what our input methods are. And again, we've got swipe and multi-touch keyboard. We'll start with multi-touch, and again, you've got speech to text down here. I just got a new email. You've got your settings here. Smiley faces are here. Holding down, I think, opens up the entire list for you, which is nice. You have nothing available as far as long press with that keypad. So you're going to get your numbers and symbols right there, lower left, along with settings. And Call John on Tuesday. Picked it up. Call him in Tuesday. I haven't gotten on all day. Anyway, worked quite well. For our meeting on Wednesday. And you can see speech to text work just great. Take a look at it in landscape, and again, very nice size keyboard. And then let's get input method, and we'll go to swipe. And there's your swipe keypad. It's strange to see it in white, or whatever color that might be, ivory, or very, very light gray. So you're used to always seeing it in blue. But there's your swipe keypad in landscape, and again, speech to text, symbols, caps, no enter key, as you can see. And let's go down here, and again, no enter key as well when you have it in portrait, which is different than the Galaxy S. You do have an enter key, which you can see there. So call Jen, I'm Tuesday. Again, I'm lousy at swipe. What a surprise. Let's see what we have for attachments. And I have to address this to somebody first. I'll use me. Now we can go down here and hit attachments. We have pictures, so we have a direct link to the camera as well as audio, slideshow, and name card. So much more extensive list on the Galaxy S2 as far as attachments. So let's look at the messaging applications in both of our combatants for today. All right, let's wrap up today's face-off with our browser comparison between the Galaxy S2, Motorola Atrix 4G. They're both running off the same Wi-Fi network. They both have their displays set to default brightness. I've cleared the cache and history on both. They're both running Adobe Flash 10.3, which is fully enabled. And don't forget to stop by smartphoneenemy.com and check out the winner of today's face-off along with the written review. Also have some photos and video posted from both of today's contestants. We'll start this off. We'll head over to Smartphone Envy, and we're off. Remember, the Galaxy S2 is running Android 2.3 Gingerbread, and the Atrix 4G is running Android 2.2 Froyo. And Gingerbread is supposed to offer a faster browser experience. As you can see, it's already fully loaded. There goes the Atrix is just about done. It's done now. Atrix is pretty smooth. Again, you have that little glitch when you first start it up. First start scrolling, but once you start it, it's extremely smooth. Double tap to zoom in, pinch to zoom. Double tap to rewrap the text, fit to display. No rendering issues whatsoever. Very, very smooth. Great job. Very responsive. All right. One thing you'll notice about the Galaxy S2 is there is no glitch when you first grab it to start scrolling. It's just incredibly smooth. Double tap to zoom in, no problems. One issue, double tap, you can't pinch to zoom, and then double tap to rewrap the text. You have three options as far as zoom. You've got near, normal, and far. This is set on normal. Obviously, if you set it on near, you're going to get larger text, easy for me to say, when you double tap to zoom in. All right, let me show you text from both. And again, you've got a smaller screen on the Atrix 4G along with greater pixels, greater amount of pixels. So you're expecting to get better detail on the text, and it looks very good. On the Super AMOLED Plus display, you're supposed to get the impression of greater pixels compared to the Super AMOLED display. Hopefully that made sense. Anyway, no rendering issues, both very smooth. Let's head over to Engadget on both. Find it, there it is on one. Where'd it go? Engadget Mobile, there we go. And we're off. And it looks like it's going to be Galaxy S2 is finished. Atrix 4G, pretty close right behind it. Hey, just a little sticky at the start. Other than that, it's very, very smooth. I mean, you can tell how lightly I'm touching the page. Works very well. And the Galaxy S2 is just unbelievably smooth and quick in the browser. Double tap to zoom in, pinch to zoom. Very quick, very responsive. Alright, what do you say we give them a little test here? Let's head over to CNN and try running a video on both. CNN breaking. Find it over here. Where is it? I know it's on here. Here we go. Of course, it's the last one. And we're off. And then we're looking at only at full sites. On mobile sites, both of these phones would just eat them up. And the GS2 is done, and the Atrix is done. Alright, let's zoom in here, and we're off. And it looks like the Atrix 4G is all over this one.
I am a sneeze whisperer. I am an allergy analyst. I am a sneeze ragweed. Willow. I am a dander decoder. Chihuahua. I am a target pharmacist. Ask me about allergy relief.
If you've ever put a cell phone to your ear, you should listen to what neurosurgeon Dr. Keith Black has to say.
There's no way to say that cell phone use is safe. I think that the public has a right to know that there could be a potential risk. The public generally assumes that if one is selling something on the market, that...
Alright, did I pick the right video or what, guys, huh? We're all dying from brain cancer because we have smartphones, so picked a great video for us to watch there. Anyway, I was impressed with both of them. Seemed to handle the flash video with zero glitch. They both seem to spool it up, play it smoothly from the get. The Atrix 4G was quicker in getting that loaded. I don't know if it was a glitch on the GS2. For some reason, it not loading as quickly on CNN for the video because it was quicker on the other sites than the Atrix, but both of them handled the flash video very, very well. And don't forget, your smartphone is slowly but surely killing you. Anyway, I hope that's been helpful. Take care.